Dan Brown, mate, I didn't think we'd get you on. I thought you'd be too busy after the Open.
Definitely big time now.
Yeah, do you know what? It's actually been quite quiet.
Really?
Yeah, surprisingly quiet. Yeah, I had like a couple of days after it was carnage, but.
If you're looking for new management, we can sign you up, mate.
Nah, it was sick, man. Honestly, seeing you battle out there at Troon, it was good, wasn't it?
No, I mean, obviously we met at Ras Al Khaimah.
Yeah.
And I always thought then, actually, when I first met you, you was like very laid back and just like, you just went with the flow. And that kind of translated on that tournament.
Yeah.
I just see you just kind of going with the flow. It didn't look like it was bothering you at all.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were like probably quite surprised, really, because that was like the first major as well. Maybe expected you to be a bit agitated, or I don't know, but yeah, weirdly it just felt like a normal
game.
It just felt like another DP event.
Yeah.
Was you just like in a zone then? Because like I expect that when you're playing like so well like you was, it's just like, oh, you're gonna go set up to this ball and just hit it there. It wasn't like you was overthinking things.
Yeah, I think the conditions, with the conditions being so tough as well. When it's windy, you're having to like proper think about things, and it takes your mind away from
the situation and stuff.
Yeah. It's like you're just in the moment, because each shot is so difficult.
Yeah.
You just fully like focused on that, because if you just like relax for a second, it's.
And I think it's so sick as well, because obviously you got through final qual.
Yeah.
You hold a putt on 18, is that right?
Yeah.
To get
like
in.
20 foot. Yeah. To get in. Yeah.
So like you gone through final qual and you're leading the Open.
It's crazy.
Like you was leading it after Friday still, right? Or after golf Friday.
I think
you was
I
playing.
was leading it after the first day, and then Shane was leading after the second day.
Yeah.
And then going up 18 on the Saturday. Sorry,
Last round.
I was leading
hole,
it
yeah.
on the Saturday. Yeah.
I have to say, man, then I was watching most of the coverage actually. Well, I was there till Friday, but them bunker shots, mate, on 1 and 18.
Yeah.
Where that ball finished off the tee is a joke.
Yeah.
Was you pissed off?
Yeah, I did feel hard done by. Yeah, I went straight in for like media stuff afterwards as well, and it was quite difficult, because I was like, I felt like I should have been going into Sunday with a 1 or 2 shot lead, really.
Like you've literally hit a tee shot pretty much down the fairway, and you've got like no shot. You got to chip it.
It's crazy.
Like even like going out on 1, it's like.
Apparently the one on 18 as well. Apparently there was like no one getting anywhere near that bunker, like in the last few groups. And I think mine's just like taking a hard kick off the fairway and ran up right on the lip of it, and it was
so annoying, isn't it?
Brutal. But that's
Links golf, isn't it?
Yeah.
What was your feeling like after when you went back to your room at night after the first day? Like, what was you thinking? Did you think even at that point, I got a chance to win here?
No, I wasn't really thinking anything. Like we had a house, and like loads of my mates came up, so it was like we were just having a laugh. It didn't feel like what it was. If that makes sense. It hadn't. None of it really. I don't even think it's really like sunk in now. But I think there's still like a little bit of disappointment. Like I wanted to do better. But yeah, we were going back to the house and playing cricket and whacking the tunes on, going in the hot tub. It was just like a holiday with your mates, really. Yeah, away from the golf course. Yeah.
No, but I like that. I mean, I think that's what you want to enjoy your sport. You want to enjoy your craft. But obviously, you put in a great performance. Would you say that's the best round of golf you've actually played, or like considering the conditions you was playing in as well?
Probably the first round, and then the third round up until 18, where I sort of got.
Because Saturday was horrible there, wasn't it?
I did really well on the Saturday. There was 3 of the par 4s that we couldn't even reach on the back 9.
Yeah, you hit driver
and
on 17.
And we hit driver on 17, the par 3. Like, so I think I was maybe 1 under going down. I think I was 1 under going down, going onto the 17th tee box.
In them conditions,
and it was
like a joke.
Yeah, pissing down and windy
and that's like the Open in itself, because some of it's down to the draw, but you could literally get anything. Like you go out at the wrong time, and then you got wind and
I got lucky on the first day, because I was out at quarter past 4.
Early? Oh, you had late?
4:15 in the afternoon. I'd never been out that late before.
It must have been nearly dark when you were getting in.
Yeah, it was. The last like 3 or 4 holes, but the wind on our back 9, the wind dropped.
Okay.
So I got away with it a little bit.
What's that like
Yeah,
for you?
it's just-
Even when you're teeing off at like 4:15, you know you're like waiting the whole day to play golf.
I didn't
Like,
know
what's
what to do.
that like?
Yeah, I didn't know what to do with that.
Yeah.
When I got the tee time on the Tuesday, I was chatting to my coach and I was like, I don't know if I go down and practice in the morning, go back for a nap, and then go back down again and do a normal warm up, or do I just try have a
Chill in the
lie
hot
in?
tub.
Or... So I was like, so basically what we ended up doing was just staying up till like fucking like 1:30, 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
you were tired, innit?
So I would wake up late.
Yeah.
Okay, right. And then
So I ended up I didn't wake up till like 10:30. So then you don't have as much time to
in between. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's like me when I was playing football. Like when you have a night game, it's like you've got the whole day. You're just waiting around for the game.
Yeah.
It's like,
Game, yeah.
what do I do? Okay, wake up, go for breakfast. Then I've got to like wait around for like the team walk, and then it's like lunchtime.
Would you go for a nap or not?
I did, yeah, but I didn't want to nap too long where I'd come out of a sleep groggy, so it'd be like 30, 40 minutes.
Got to
Yeah.
have the balance.
Yeah, but the fact that you're just waiting around the whole day for a game, it's something similar. It's just like boring, and you overthink things as well. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you start thinking about the opponents you're playing against. That was just me anyway.
And Dan, I want to chat a little bit about earlier days, because I feel like when I look at your golf and your career, it's turned around so quick.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I want to ask you about that eventually, but
So just for the viewers, though, for the viewers, you won at the Dutch Open as a junior, right, in 2015, right?
Yeah.
Then obviously 2017, 2018 was tough. You made 2 cuts out of 13.
Yeah.
And then 2019 to 2021, you played on the PJ Euro Pro Tour, tied second, finished 4th, earning the Challenge Tour.
Yeah.
And then 2022, 3rd, and you got your 3rd European Tour for Q Score.
Yeah.
And then you earned your card back.
Yeah.
And then
because like
2022
when I was looking at that, I remember actually. I don't know if you can remember, but I was caddying for Will. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah,
at,
Desert
Springs, and
Yeah.
we were all. I think you were staying with all.
Yeah,
we were staying together,
we were
weren't
in
we?
the house. Yeah, yeah.
In the house, and I just remember after that. I just remember randomly. I can't remember if this is right, but you were just like couldn't be asked for golf. Like you,
Yeah, I hated
you
it.
wanted to change your swing. Like you didn't know what was happening, and it was just like. And then 2 years later, you like get it challenge card through Europro,
Yeah.
and then a year after that, you win on tour.
Yeah.
So it's like I think it's so
that's what I was saying
weird, this
then.
game.
Like, what was your mindset? Because like it's a small, like you said, it's a small period. It's like a few years, right?
Yeah.
So you've gone from that point that he's talking about, where you're like, you know, not loving golf, you know, your swing, this and that, you're questioning yourself, to then obviously turning it all around.
I think it is like easily one of the most like mental sports. You can just get in your own way, and I was just getting in my own way for a while. Like, I had a good amateur career and like played for England and stuff, and then you sort of get led to believe that you're good enough to turn pro and like do well as a pro, but then you turn pro, and I had a Challenge Tour card straight away from Q School when I first turned pro, and then you just realise like after you play a few events, you're like, shit, this is
Different level.
This is way different, yeah, because you think you're one of the top amateurs in the country, so you don't think you're gonna have to adapt that much, but the jumping standards are insane.
Really?
Yeah, even just to like from amateur golf to Challenge Tour.
So what would you say? There's more pressure on you to keep your card at that point than the situation you was in the other day.
Do you know what it is? It was money for me. Like the first probably like 2 or 3 years of turning pro, it was just money. I couldn't stop thinking about money.
This is what I keep saying to you.
You're actually the first current player that we've had on the show. We've had a few players that have kind of stopped playing.
Yeah.
On LET players and stuff like that, and a lot of it is down to money.
Yeah.
A lot of it's down to money.
I mean, it was like
And just thinking about it. And
yeah, on Challenge Tour, you're probably averaging out like $1,000 a week. And I didn't have much sponsorship either at the time. I think I maybe had like $5,000 sponsorship, so that pays for like 5 events.
Yeah.
And then after them 5 events, when I missed my first 5 cuts, I'm like,
Yeah.
like you're paying it out of your own pocket now.
But what's
and then
your-
you're just losing £1,000 after £1,000, and then all of a sudden mentally you just
Yeah. Well, that's what I said to you. Like I said, I mean, you might not even be able to answer this, but that's the reason why I said livers come round at a good time, where they're basically just giving you a salary, and then they're saying go and concentrate on your golf. right? And I said that's why a lot of people probably drop out in the game of golf because
of
money reasons, because the pressure that you have to do something to
massively,
and it just makes it so much harder.
Yeah.
I think I do get that, and I do think like it couldn't be a different system where to really see the best talent, there does need to be that support system and network.
Let me say this to you, and this is the truth, right? There was a few situations when they offered me a 1-year contract. Having a 1-year contract in football is the worst thing you can possibly have in football, because if you get injured in training, in a game, and you're out for a sustained period, you're not going to get a new contract. If you get injured in that year, you know, other teams are not going to be able to see you play. So even if you leave and another team does want to sign you, they're probably going to offer you another 1-year contract. So like,
and you're probably going to have to drop down then as well.
And then your money will obviously come down. I mean, I was lucky that I never earned less. It was always the same or more. But that pressure in itself is so hard, and that's why I can understand.
So do you think golfers, you need that in golf?
Yeah, I think you do, yeah.
That's basically what we're on as golfers. You're basically just on a 1-year contract.
You're gambling, aren't you? For the whole, I mean, even till maybe not so much over the last year or so, but the whole journey for you up until probably 2023 is a big, massive gamble.
Yeah.
Like, tell us a little bit, if you want, Dan, it might be a bit personal, but about your kind of upbringing and parents and stuff, and support you had.
So my dad's a proper traditional, like Yorkshire, really. Like, my dad's a farmer and mum's a mortgage consultant, so I've had a good support system. We've always lived in a nice home and in a nice area, and I've never struggled like that. But they like helped me out so much. When I was on Challenge Tour, the first year, obviously when my sponsorship money ran out, I was like lending money off my dad and owed him like thousands by the time I'd done the end of the year.
Do you think that's why you had that thought of money? Like, I've got to compete well this week.
Pay your value back.
Yeah, I think because I see my mum and dad are so hard working as well. It's like, it's like difficult. But that's what's kind of, they're the people who've got me back on track, really. Yeah. Like, in this situation, like I look at my dad and he gets up at 6 a.m. and don't come home till 5 and just like does like just manual labour for the last like 40 years. So it's like,
that's a work ethic you've got to see.
That's proper like working mentality. Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like you have had decent support, but it doesn't take away the fact that you've still got that drive to go out and get it. You see your dad working hard, you see your mum working hard, going out and getting it and putting the hours in and working on it. You still got to go and do it, haven't you? And that's the bit of golf that we hear stories of people like Dan. That's why the whole live thing is like,
like what
do you want to see?
Yeah,
because it's not fair, really. But part of sport is that.
Like I said, I mentioned the analogy that I would use, because we had Incy on.
Yeah.
And I was speaking to her because I was like, when I first played golf with her, like in LA, and I was like, bloody hell, why are you not playing?
She's so good, isn't she?
And I was talking to her, and you know, we got talking, and I said to her, like, you know, someone like Nelly Calder, for example, she hasn't got to worry about money because her family was so successful. I think her brother's a tennis player, her dad played, and so she's not got no financial worries. So when she's standing over a putt, it's not that she don't care about missing it. She just doesn't have the same pressure as someone like Incy would, or you know, you would, because you've got that financial backing. And that's why I said that in golf, I feel like if you kind of, even if PGA and the European Tour just said, we're going to cover your expenses, right? Which wouldn't be much. No one's saying you got to put me in the Ritz.
Yeah.
You know, just put me in a hotel, like down the road or whatever. You know, as long as you're there, there's not cost coming out of your pocket. You get to concentrate on your golf more. Then you can really see who the top players are, because you're kind of on a more of a level playing field.
Yeah. Yeah. But then at the same time, I actually have a lot of respect and admiration for some people who have grown up with a lot of money. For them to still have the drive to go out and do it. And like make a name for themselves as well, whereas they could quite easily just sit back and just be like,
do nothing.
So you like have so much respect for everyone, whatever background they've come from.
I think in sport, when you are competing at the top, you just have utmost respect. Like I look at boxers like Conor Ben, for example. I know he's probably a bit controversial right now, but
I mean,
boxers and people like that who grew up with parents and stuff in sport and probably don't have to worry about it, like you said, Dan, respect for them because they've had to go out and do it still.
In my sport, in football though, like there's not many, and you know, kudos to the ones that have done it, but there's not many sons of great footballers or any footballers that have actually gone and made it because of that. I say, you know, safety blanket.
Haaland, your boy.
You
love Haaland,
yeah, I know Haaland.
There's been a
He's trying to set me up. No, I think. Listen, he's a great goal scorer. So let's give him.
There's been a lot of footballers, hasn't there, of like sons of great footballers, and they've never really gone on
and this is the thing.
Surpass what their dad's done.
Yeah, but I think again that's because of a lot of. Like, I mean, I never had a stellar career, for example, but I have a 21-year-old son, and he started playing football. He was at Arsenal, but the difference between us is that I grew up on a council estate. Like, my mum was a cleaner, my dad worked for British Telecom. I see a work ethic.
Yeah.
And I see, like you said, your dad was waking up at crazy times going to work. So was mine, and I see that, and that's why I was able to like kind of use that as motivation. As to get where I wanted to. My son, on the other hand, he's privileged, and it's hard to motivate a privileged kid.
And
I think that's a skill in itself.
Yeah, 100%. Back to golf anyway, Dan. What was it like playing with like Scotty and Shane? You played Scotty, Shane, and
Scotty and Shane. Yeah, because it was just 2 balls over the weekend.
Oh, you just played with them?
Yeah.
Who'd you play with on Thursday, Friday?
Thursday, Friday, I played with Matt Dodbury.
Okay.
Amateur.
Oh, okay.
And then a kid from Thailand. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. Not a clue.
But Scotty and Shane, that must have been some experience on the weekend.
Yeah, do you know what?
Okay.
I don't really.
Who do you think? Who was better to your eye?
When I played with Shane on the Saturday, the first, because it was like it was raining and it was windy. And he didn't miss a shot for the first 5 holes, and I was like, water on the face, ball was like going everywhere, and I'm like, how the fuck is he doing? But then he sort of like, he like fell away a little bit as the round went on. And then with Scotty, it was because it was windy. His game isn't suited. So I didn't get the full
experience of what he
You'd have loved like a flat still day to see Scotty just darting wedges and stuff.
If I'd have played with him in America on a flat day and
that'd have been different.
And it's hard, then you probably struggle to get anywhere near him.
What do you think did you learn things from playing? I'm talking Scotty in particular, like world number 1.
Do you know the big thing I learned with him was like his mentality was just unbelievable,
especially after he got arrested.
Yeah.
But he's just like chill on the course, and
he's so chill. Yeah, I literally after like 2 holes, I was like, I felt like I could just go speak to him about anything. It's like the world number 1. He's so normal.
Did you speak to him much on the course?
Yeah, we did speak quite a lot. I didn't speak to Shane much because it was. I mean, you were literally like hitting your shot and just running through the umbrella. So,
and he was a bit pissed off on that Saturday.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
How do you? That's what. Do you know? Like sometimes when you know someone's playing bad golf, it's almost like. Probably shouldn't speak to them.
Yeah, you do stay away.
Yeah.
You do naturally stay away.
What were some of the combos you and Scotty had playing on that Saturday?
It was just like normal chat. I couldn't even tell you. It was just like normal.
In the zone.
Normal chat, yeah. It felt like I was playing with a mate.
Yeah.
That's good, isn't it?
Which was quite cool, yeah. Like looking back at it and...
It's like, you had a busy year, mate. What you been up to?
Yeah.
So he can come across really humble.
It's weird because you're having a conversation with a bloke that you pretty much know everything about. He's like the world number 1 and he's just in the media all the time.
But he was really humble, obviously.
But yeah, such a nice guy, which was quite nice.
Is there anything that he did that surprised you?
Not surprised me, but like back on like the mentality thing, it was like he did not leave a single putt short. Like everything was getting rammed like 3, 4, 5 foot past the hole. And then after a few holes of him doing it, I was like, he is literally just thinking about winning, and that is it.
Yeah,
like there's nothing else on his mind.
Just thinking about making everything.
He's literally thinking about making everything, and trying to shoot as low as he possibly can, and pick up a trophy at the end of the day.
So good that
was
mentality,
isn't it?
Whereas naturally, loads of other players would be like,
Just trying to get it close.
You'd have like a 25-footer, tricky 25-footer, and you'd just be trying to cozy it up.
Get it next to the hole.
Make par, walk on. He was like, he's trying to hold everything.
Yeah.
That's quality, isn't it?
Yeah.
When
And he
you
just
can see
didn't.
that, yeah.
And he just did not care if he. I don't think it would have mattered to him whether he finished 3rd or 30th.
Do you think that's money then as well then? Or do you think it's because he's reached that pinnacle?
I think
already?
he just wants to win, and he doesn't care about anything else.
So you think he would have had that mindset even when he started out?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
he's just like, just wants to win. Like when I hear him talk, it's just like Olympics this week. He's just said like he wants to go and have fun.
Yeah.
Like, but you know that mindset is like if you're having fun, you're probably gonna be in with a good chance of winning.
Every
aren't
time you, it's like even you know. But every time you probably play your best golf is when you're having fun and you're not thinking about it as much.
Yeah.
Like
Like no expectation.
Yeah.
Don't
Like
put any-
similar, like the Open, you must have just been enjoying that, people about and.
Yeah, it was like, it was because I've seen a few of the players the week before as well. Like the Scottish Open was quite a good warm up because you see a lot of the PGA Tour guys that will come over, so you get like sort of like released into that atmosphere and like what it's like, the PGA Tour guys, what they're like, because you get used to DP and all. And I always think the European Tour is like really quite friendly and
It's different on
it's like a
PGA
bit of a
Tour.
family
isn't
almost.
it? Yeah.
Like I've got good mates who are from all over, like on DP. Like I could go and chat to
Everyone.
the German guys, the French guys, like get on with everyone really well, and then it's like a different dynamic when the Americans come over. They kind of like shut sort of people off and.
Here's one for you. A lot of Europeans that actually get cards out there don't end up getting them. Do you think you would, if you got a PGA Tour card
In
this
terms
season?
of keeping a PGA
Like go
Tour
out
card.
and play over there.
I think there's quite a few of the lads who are doing all right this year, but I think loads of them don't enjoy it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, loads of them don't enjoy it because of that.
Like Bobby
'Cause of
Mack
the-
was saying he wasn't enjoying it, and
Because of what?
Because DP's really friendly, and then you get out on PGA Tour and it's like lonely.
yeah, like no one wants to chat and no one wants to go out for food and all that stuff after golf and
Yeah.
To be
stuff.
fair, Charlie said that to me. Charlie Hull said she doesn't want to. Cause I said to her, "Why don't you go and live in America and just like be like relentless and be on it?" And she said she doesn't like America. But I mean, I can understand how it would be like lonely because I've gone to live in another country as well. Like I told you, like when I was young, really young, and that was like I had a phone bill for like £7,000 for 1 year, for 1 month.
Yeah.
Like just because I needed to speak to people all the time and I was by myself.
I think one thing as well you probably don't appreciate is like coming home back to like family and your friends.
Yeah.
Is like you do need that bit of downtime as well. don't
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
When
It
you're
is.
away from it.
8-hour flight
Yeah.
or whatever, however long it is, isn't it? to
This is
get
the
there?
thing. This is the thing for me, and this is just in my mind. This is a question I always ask myself. To be the absolute best, you got to make big sacrifices.
Yeah.
I look at, for example, what Charlie said, and even what you're saying. The question you asked about, would you go out there and live there? And some of the guys don't like it. I would look at it like, okay, in order for me to look at this and really think, how can I look back at my career at the end and say I did absolutely everything to get here?
Yeah.
That's the only route to do it, right? Is to go and sacrifice, I don't know, however long it takes, 5 years, 8 years or whatever, and just say, that's what I'm going to do. And I know it's going to be boring. I know it's going to be lonely. But if I want to be like, I don't know, top 5 in the world, I need to give myself the best opportunity possible.
Because that's got to be on the cards for you now, right?
Yeah.
If you're thinking about what you want to do next, and obviously just catapult off the back of such a good week.
I think I don't really like set. This might sound a bit mad. I don't really set goals.
A lot of people don't actually.
I don't because I find I don't enjoy it, and for me, I play my best when I'm actually enjoying playing. And if I set myself goals, then if I don't achieve them, I get arsey and I get like annoyed at it, and then that affects me. And then I'm trying to chase my goals, and in golf you just cannot chase it. As soon as you get something coming in, like a little chip on your shoulder, or like someone's chatting to you on your shoulder, and he's saying like you chase after it, and you go after that flag, and then all of a sudden you make bogey, and then it's like,
what's the point?
You need to just like distract yourself from anything in the future, and you've just got to be like present moment. That's
present. Yeah, I like that actually. I think everybody does it in different ways.
Yeah.
Some people will be like, I want to be top 10 in the world.
Yeah.
And then they do stuff to
I
try
found
and
the
make.
opposite to
Obviously, you want to be a top 10 player in the world, but it's like,
Of course I do,
you're
yeah.
not actively, you got that written up there, and you're not like trying to.
Do you know what it is? I think it was when I was on Europro, and there were, at the start of the year, like some of the main players on Europro, you got asked what your goal is for the season, and every single one would be like win 3 times, get a challenge tour card or whatever at the end of the year, and it's like you can't actually control winning a golf tournament.
No.
Like you have no control. You have no control over what everyone else is doing. All you can do is just go out and do your thing. So setting a goal of winning a golf tournament is just nuts for me. Because you can't control that. You've got no control over it.
That is very true.
You've just got control over yourself, and that's it.
You just want to have fun, play the best you can.
Yeah, because my first 2 years of pro was horrible, and I was like going to pack it in, and I just didn't enjoy it at all. I was like stood over putts thinking about 500 quid and $1,000, and then came out of COVID. I basically just didn't play for like 6 months, and then came out of COVID, and I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to enjoy it, and I was just playing like 1-day events like locally, and I just started enjoying it again.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I started playing well, and I was like,
Do you think that's the break that gave you that though?
I think COVID helped me, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you almost like look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I was looking for jobs in supermarkets, and I'm just like, what am I playing at here? I'm like 24, 25 years old. I'm skint. I'm living at home still. I'm like, I either need to like sack it or like give it a proper go.
And then you
But then I was like, and so then I like got my head down, stopped drinking, partying, and all that, and started practice just working hard. But I said to myself, I just want to enjoy it, and I have, touch wood, until now, like the last 4 years.
But it's paid off though, right?
Yeah.
Man, that is honestly like really, you turn your life around, haven't you?
Yeah.
You DP World Tour winner, like
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
But like you said there though, without really knowing, you know what I mean, you're planning ahead still, because you're like, listen, I need to turn my life around.
Yeah.
I need to. There was a, you know, it might not be like, okay, my goal is to win. It might not be like that, but you're saying to yourself, right, I'm good enough to, you know, go and do something in this game. Let me turn my life around.
Yeah, but I just didn't chase it. I wasn't chasing it. I was just going week by week.
And also, we're talking about this like, you how old are you now, Dan? 29?
29, yeah.
Years, like golf's the longest career, really.
Yeah.
Like you've got like so much shit like ahead, like to do. Like I think for me personally, I don't want to.
20. Was it? You got 20 years until you go on the senior tour.
Seniors tour.
21, yeah.
21 years.
Nah, honestly,
You've
I
got
feel
some
like
peas to make in between.
I feel like there's obviously loads more to come, but I want to talk about something in the Open that a lot of the American media was giving you some attention for in the Open. Ripping darts down the 18th.
Ripping heaters. That's what they were saying. Yeah.
Ripping heaters, taking photos with fans.
Yeah.
What Americans were jumping on that, wasn't they?
Yeah. Yeah, I think quite a lot of people did. I was like, seeing loads of people, like there's like People's Champ and all this. So it was quite good. I think I've sort of like broadened the minds of a lot of golf fans that it's not just like you go to the gym and you just eat clean and you just drink water.
That's why it's portrayed, isn't
like,
it?
What's
That's
that?
why it's always portrayed. Oh, let me go to the gym. Everything's going to be healthy.
I don't go to the gym.
You might get a cigarette sponsor.
You don't go to the gym?
I don't go to the gym.
Ever?
And I smoke cigarettes.
Real athlete.
Yeah. Proper, yeah. But I think it's, for me, to be fair, one of the reasons I don't go to the gym is because I've never really been injured.
Yeah.
So I've never really wanted to go to the gym, do some workouts, lift some weights in the wrong way. Like technique being bad, and then all of a sudden you get injured.
Yeah. Can I say one thing actually on that? I agree with you. I agree with him that I never went to the gym at all until I was 30.
Thierry Henry said that as well.
Really?
I never went to the gym.
What? No,
And
you
it was
must
the
have
same-
done in
I
coaching,
promise you,
in
if you-
training.
I
They
promise
must have
you.
got you in
No, I
the
went
gym.
in the gym, but I didn't go in the gym to do anything. He said to me, go in the gym and this is your program, as soon as
You
he
wouldn't
walked
do
out,
it?
I'd be like, oh yeah, I've done it now.
Really?
I never went to the gym to do anything. If I went in the gym, it was to play with a football.
Yeah.
And it was just like, it was exactly the same reason, because I felt like if I did something, I might get injured, and touch wood, I never got injured in my career.
Yeah.
I've never been really injured in my life.
I think you push the gym too much, and I think you do something with the wrong technique, and all of a sudden.
Do you think too many golfers are like, okay, I've got to do this, right? I've got to do this.
I know,
but you're just so chill about it.
I know loads of golfers who like if they don't go to the gym in the morning, it makes them feel shit about themselves, and then all of a sudden they're in like a bad mood for the rest of the day, and they've got to go out and play a golf tournament.
Yeah, no, definitely, yeah.
Like some guys get into such a routine where if they don't do something, they feel like, oh my god, what? Like
Head's gone.
I've not done my routine.
Yeah, head's gone.
So, are you one of them golfers that could turn up without warming up and play?
I probably could, yeah, but I still
Want to hit balls.
like in golf wise, practice wise with golf and sort of my warm up and stuff. I'm quite strict with it at golf. It's just away from golf. I'm not too. I just take things quite.
I love that, man.
When we was in Raz, I remember that you had it was you, Todd, and Jordan Smith.
Yeah.
Played, and I came around with you and watched, and you was playing for money or whatever. And even that day, I remember you said to me, I haven't really done much on the range today. I'm just like coming out to have a game with the boys. And even then, like they played really good. You played really good golf that day as well.
Levels.
Yeah. And he missed the putt at the end though.
Yeah.
Was it?
Smithy won, shock.
Ball striker.
Yeah, he's a flusher.
What's coming up then, Dan? Next few events. You playing Czech?
Yeah, Czech, Denmark, British Masters. Yeah. Next 3. I don't tend to do. I try not to do more than like 3 in a row. So it can get a bit much.
What, and is that when you just step back and you
and then I'll
relax, or you just practice still?
I'll just practice. I'll go back home, chill and practice, and I'll have like 1 or 2 weeks at home.
Yeah.
So I'm going to miss Cron, and I've got another 3 in a row. And then 1 or 2 weeks off again.
Do you want to play more in America?
Yeah, I love it there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played at PJ Tour event last year because I didn't get in the Scottish Open last year, the co-sanctioned
Oh yeah, the
PJ
Barbasol.
Tour event, the Barbasol, and I had finished 7th there, but like just America in general, I just love it over there.
Yeah.
It's good. It's financially good as well, isn't it? PJ Tour.
Yeah.
We spoke to Xander, didn't we? Was it last
Scottish
year?
Open,
The Scottish Open last year, and we had a conversation with him actually, and I said to him like, is it easier for you to play golf in America or here? And he said that a lot of American golfers don't like coming to play like at the Scottish Open because
it's links golf, isn't it?
yeah,
They like
you
it,
have to be.
but
Yeah, but he said that you have to be more inventive with your shots.
Yeah.
Whereas in America, you just hit straight like that. And as long as you're straight and long, you've got a really good chance. Whereas when you come and play in Europe, you've got to, fade, draw. And he said that's why he loves it, but a lot of players don't.
I did actually feel like, because amateur, like when you're from the UK and you're an amateur, you just play links golf all the time. So I actually did. A lot of people probably were shocked at like my result at the Open. Maybe I think that's how it kind of like came across. But I actually said to my coach, I was like, I actually fancy having a fucking good week here. Like I don't know.
Grew up playing best amateur events.
I just felt comfortable, and it wasn't, and it's not like you can just get your creative side out.
Yeah.
Like you can be round the green, and normally there's only 1 or 2 shots you can play.
Yeah.
Like, whereas on a links course, you get around the green and you've got like 5, 6 different options, and you just pick which one you feel, and then you just go with it. And I find it quite fun, really.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm not, as an amateur, I'm not one of those people that I don't really like links golf that much, if I'm honest. But then I don't obviously have the same quality as definitely you, and not you, Trev. Hey, by the way, that takes me to my next point. How many shots would you give him?
I don't know. I haven't seen him play.
He plays off. He's +3, let's say.
+3.
Yeah.
Depends where it is.
What do you mean?
If it's round a
coldy day.
If I take you to a course that both of you've never played before, how many shots?
It depends how tough it is. I always say this like because my brother's a good golfer, and he's off +4, and at home he can compete with me.
Yeah.
But then when you go to a golf course that's
it's levels,
hard,
isn't it? Yeah.
set up like a tour set up, the rough's up, the pins are all tucked away.
I say this to you.
Like you would never beat me.
Okay.
I said this to
how
you,
about this?
Jay,
How about this? Come to my golf club.
Yeah.
Right. Just Hadley Wood, nice golf course, Mackenzie course, really good greens. Play against him. I want to see how many shots you give him.
I mean,
and he's played it. How many times you played it?
Probably 10 times.
Hadley Wood now.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you got
probably 5 10 times.
So you play off scratch then.
I don't know.
Are you playing off scratch or are you playing off +3?
Well, I'm playing.
You was giving all the big talk before.
Playing against DB. Yeah, but what would you want me to play off?
That's not for me to. I don't think I could call that. What would you say? Like 3, 4 shots?
So he's looking at you thinking, no.
I'll take 3. I'll take 3.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna do this. Yeah,
I'll
we're gonna
take
do this
3.
at Hadley Wood.
No, I've got a better idea. Why don't we get TC Todd Clements in as well?
We can do that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, do.
We have a big trio match.
I'll come and be the adjudicator. Do you know what? Maybe we should get Olivia as well. You lot have a 4-ball.
Yeah.
I'll come and commentate.
She's
mate.
good. She's good.
Olivia's
Olivia.
good, yeah.
I played for her in Germany.
Yeah.
And I've never seen someone drive it so good.
Really?
Yeah, straight,
Just
isn't
like-
she? Yeah.
We was having a
Relentless,
big we was having a big debate in the Swedish
Scandi,
the Scandi mix. Actually, you can ask him that same question. Go on, Trey.
What?
Ask him the question about
Scotty Nelly?
yeah.
Oh, okay. It was good question actually. If Scotty and Nelly teed it up, Nelly off the red, Scotty off the back tee, who wins? I've got an answer.
So have I.
He's got an answer.
Off the reds.
It's a good question, isn't
It
it?
is a good question. I think that's tight. I would probably. It depends how many rounds it's. Is it just one straight up 18 holes,
Yeah,
or is
18
it over
holes.
just 18 holes?
18 holes.
That's toss up. I think if you went over the course of like 10 rounds, I think Scotty might just.
Yeah, I had that as well.
Yeah.
No, you said you off 1 round. You said he'd win.
1 round would win.
Just because I think he is relentless.
I think Nelly is as well. I said that I think Nelly will. I don't know why. It's just to my eye. I feel like women golfers are more accurate,
Yeah.
and that's why I feel like
They definitely are.
she would
If
win.
you look at like the driving accuracy
Yeah.
from the men's tour to the ladies' tour,
Inside 35 yards is men are better.
Men are better.
And putting. Like, comfortably better as well. Here's one for you. Would the 100th ranked men's player, obviously the WGR is all over the place, but 100th ranked men's player beat the 5th ranked women's player?
5th
Yeah.
over a season.
No, just in in a tournament,
In a tournament.
like averages. I don't really like comparing the game like that either, really.
And they're off the, again...
Respective tees.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it'll be close again. I don't think it's as... Like, I think a lot of people... We've spoken to a lot of people. Todd was one of them. Tom was like, Scheffler, easy. And I'm not... I don't think it's like that. I don't think it's that clear cut. I think it will be closer than what everyone thinks.
I think, like I said before, I think over the course of a few rounds, I think Scheffler probably would just edge it.
If it's a one round, it could be a shootout. Anything
One round
could happen.
shootout.
What about one competition? So 4 rounds.
4 rounds.
4 rounds at the men.
I think you'd probably go Scotty. Yeah.
The men's, Scotty would
Yeah,
win.
even that, I'm still not like 100% with it.
I just think for my answer to this was that
What's the girl that won it again?
Lynn Grant.
Yeah, she won.
Yeah.
My answer to this was that obviously Scotty's hitting it respectively further. So where he is on the course, he's going to have less club in, proximity tightens, makes more putts. Over 4 rounds, it would.
Yeah.
Strokes gained would say that Scotty would win. Actually, it comes back to my question. When you was talking about golf courses and Dan was talking about courses being tour level, Wentworth's prime example. When we went and played Wentworth, it's like the rough's down. It's not firm. easy pins, greens aren't. But you go Wentworth week and you've got like real thick rough, fairways are narrow, it's firm. That's a good example, isn't it?
Yeah, because I actually played Wentworth. So one of my mates, I think one of his friends might be a corporate member or something. So I actually came down 3 weeks. We had a week off, and I came down 3 or 4 weeks before Wentworth, before the BMW, just to sort of like a bit of a practice round, really. And I shot like maybe shot like 4 under, but it was like not an easy 4 under, but it like felt comfortable.
Good. Like you could have got 6 or 7.
Yeah, and then tournament week came in, and then I went and played a practice round on the Tuesday, and I was like, this is just
different,
like a different golf course.
Yeah.
It's like 5 shots harder.
And that's like tour golf, like week in, week out generally. I mean, Wentworth's probably built up a bit more, but generally, like, I don't think people understand how different it is, like playing the courses.
The rough was up, it almost looked like the fairways got narrower. I don't know if they did.
Yeah.
And then the greens were firmer, faster. Pins were all like tucked away, and I was like, this is just
Really
like
hard,
so much different. You could actually, like, I think that's what you don't see on telly. Like, someone might have played a golf course somewhere, like say Celtic Manor or somewhere like that. But then you play it in a tournament, it's completely different. If you're just going for a casual game, they're not going to set it up. They're going to set it up nice for you to enjoy it. Whereas they're setting it up for us to basically make it as hard as physically possible.
Yeah, that's true. So what would you say the top 3 hardest golf courses you've played?
I'd say Marco Simone's up there where they had the Ryder Cup.
Yeah.
That Green Eagle gaff in Germany. Fuck me. I'm not going there again. That's off the schedule next year. That is just brutal. And then I would actually try to think of another one.
Troon must be up there. Open week.
I think conditions wise.
Conditions.
With the conditions, yeah.
Have you played Troon before?
No, it's the first time.
Oh wow.
You played obviously you're in next year, Portrush.
Yeah.
You played Portrush?
Yeah. I did I played there a few times. I played home internationals there for England. And
I'm putting a bet on him right now.
And British amateur, I won the stroke play around there.
Oh, I'm
British
going.
stroke play.
I'm going.
Don't do that. You might put pressure on him.
I'm going on a bet.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
I've played it a good few times. Yeah. Yeah, I like it.
So knowing what you've done this year at the Open, going into next year's Open, would this give you a buzz like, okay, I played really well last year, I can go and do it again this year, or is it one of those ones where that's gone now? It's a new tournament, it's a new day.
So it'll be hard, obviously, after the result I've had this year. It'll be difficult to go into it with like the same mindset as what I had going into it this year. But it's one of them you just got to try and. I think I want to try and enjoy it a bit more this next year, because I felt like I was up there towards the top of the leaderboard like the whole week pretty much.
It was like quite an intense week in the end.
It's ended up being like a really ended up being quite intense like on the course and stuff, and you try to.
Would you say then, Dan, that of everything you've done in your career as to yet, the Open was your most successful achievement in your career so far?
It's a difficult one. I think in terms of like getting my name out there, I think that was the most successful. But I struggled to beat like when I won last year on DP at Galgorm, because I kind of always thought I was good enough to be on tour, but I didn't. You sort of don't think it's going to happen. You don't think it's going to happen to you.
And I think what it was, Dan, it was in such a short succession of you coming from Euro Pro Challenge, getting your card, winning the first year out.
Yeah.
Is like, that is a mad achievement, because when you've gone from being a player like Euro Pro, it's shit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, you think like the world's going to end.
It's a bit of a Jamie Vardy thing, isn't it? With football, you're almost playing like non-league.
And then you win on the European Tour.
No, but the reason why I asked that question is not, of course, winning the competition, goes without saying. But I mean, when I look at things, sometimes I look at about the level of players you're playing against as well.
Yeah.
And that's why I asked you, because all the top players were in that Open.
Yeah.
And you're still mixing it with the best. And, you know, I mean, you'll probably look at it and say, I could have done better.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I didn't play the front nine very well all week at the Open, so I did feel like I could.
And that's why I said level of competition. That's why I said, do you think this is like the highest?
I still think the win last year.
Yeah.
Just because I never thought I would be.
I can understand that.
I never thought I would be a DP World Tour winner.
Yeah.
Like
incredible.
Like I still like go on my profile on DP and it says like ET and it says got a 1 next to it, and I'm like,
it's quality. Isn't it?
I never even really thought I would be on. Like I thought I was good enough to be on tour.
Yeah.
But you never really like deep down think it's going to happen to you.
And
you just like think you're a lad from Yorkshire, and it's just.
What's special as well with that for me is a lot of people don't have a game to win. There might be like a top 10 artist or a top 20 artist, but to win, it's like there's no reason why you can't win 10 times for the rest of next year. Or go on to keep winning, because winning in golf is like you've got something there. It's not like you've just had a few top 10s. And like winning is
there's so many good players as well that haven't won.
Yeah.
Dan, what's I've got to take care of the youth that watch this podcast. What's some things that you've learned over your career that you could pass on to somebody who was in your situation maybe 3-4 years ago?
I think you've just got to not get ahead of yourself. And I can't remember who was saying it, but it was like you basically whatever level you're at, you're there because that's your level. You're not. You might think you're better, but until you get to the next level, you're not there yet.
Yeah.
You've just got to you've got to stay in your lane, and there's so many you see so many kids who are on Euro Pro or Clutch or Tartan Tour that's in Scotland, and they're like, and they say, I'm too good for this tour, or he's too good for that tour, and it's like, well, if he's too good, then he should. Then he should be in the next one then.
Yeah.
So I think you just got to stay in your lane a bit.
Stay present and take care of business.
Yeah, you can't be a Challenge Tour player and think you're a DP player.
Yeah. You got to focus on it now.
Because you're not until you are.
Yeah. It's true.
I like that.
Yeah.
Dan, anyway, we got
Thanks
a challenge
so
for you as well. Yeah, longest drive.
I'm gonna have to unbutton this shirt.
Should we do it?
Yeah.
Come on. Right then, OuttBoundz Season 2 challenge, putting Dan through his paces, longest drive. But we know there's a decent poke in there initially, isn't there?
There is, man.
Nadim obviously got his 317
yards.
Yeah, it'll be a tall ask.
Especially with that glove.
Yeah.
Get on this glove. Get on this. This is how we're treating our guests.
Someone's been in the coal mines for about 3 months with that thing on.
Shot number 1.
Do you want to use my shaft?
Warmed up. What?
It's a good shot.
It's a good shot, isn't it? It's a good shot. It's a good shot. Do you want to use my shaft? Yeah, no homo. No Diddy. No Diddy.
It's a ping. It won't. The adapter.
Oh, it won't.
Fit in there.
Oh.
No, it's all right.
All right, come on.
Right, come on then.
You're the first pro.
We'll go up the grip a bit. You know where your hand's nearly off the grip.
Yeah.
Bit more speed.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I got that marked in.
These tour pros. Well, that's because you've been doing some crazy shit. Oh, that's so straight, isn't it?
Oh my god.
Just a little lemon.
Fade.
I'm not sure that's getting 317 though.
Nah. It's all right. First one. Though.
That's straight down the middle. What's that? 312.
Shot 1.
312 shot 1. I see him he gripped that club a bit tighter there. And it's a draw as well. He said he never does a draw, but he's done a draw.
That's it, isn't it?
Is that the one?
Has that done it?
Is it going?
No.
Was it 318?
318. He got a 318.
By a yard. I want to see this out there. 320 now.
320.
I want to see you hit it as hard as you possibly can. I don't want no one to beat you down.
If I try and hit it as hard as possibly can with this glove on, that club might go flying through that screen.
Then don't worry, it's fine. you got golf insurance, I'm sure.
Right, come on then.
We got a new leader though.
I'll give it the deep breaths like Bryson.
And the steps. Oh, this is deep.
It's a bit toey.
Deep toey dip.
No, that's good.
It's gonna stay in.
Is it good?
Yeah, this is. Oh, it didn't roll.
Yeah.
318 though.
Right. Leader.
318.
Leader for now. Depends
For
who
now.
you get on.
No,
Depends who you get on next.
That was wicked.
I didn't hit mine yet.
You don't hit. He don't get to hit.
Get this fucking thing off.
Go on, Trey. Go on, Trey.
Huh?
Go on,
No,
Trey.
I
Just
ain't
hit.
got it.
You
I
ain't
ain't
got-
got anything.
Why do you want to compete? I would want to.
Alright, I'll
This is a tall player we got here.
I'll hit one.
That's his first hit, you know. That looked
That's
decent.
Right.
That did look nice.
Oh, Jesus.
Get down.
Deep.
Sit.
Deep.
Sit.
Oh, what?
That was whack.
Backspin.
That was rubbish.
I'm happy about that. Thought that was sailing past mine then.
That's a difference between tall players and Trey. He thinks he can mix it. Look at him. He's getting nervous now, isn't it? Look at him. Look at him.
There's some speed there, isn't there?
He has. He can hit
Roll.
it, to be fair. Roll.
So you get more run out of that. Oh, that's gone. Oh shit.
Ooh.
Can I go?
Oh,
can I
hold
go
on,
for
hold on,
another?
hold on.
I'm
320.
getting
Yeah,
this glove back on.
he's getting the glove back on. We've roped him in. We've got him. We've got him. Have you done that? You know, he just hit that 10 yards past you.
We were using the same driver as well, weren't we?
I don't know.
And no glove, he said.
I think you've got to hit a low hook to do it. Is that deep?
Nah, but
Whoa.
you are just longer.
You got a new leader.
We have. DB takes the lead. Straight up at number one. First tour pro that we've had on the show as well. Dan,
Is it?
Thanks for coming on.
Thanks
Really
a lot, Dan.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it, bro.
Thanks, I
Thank
enjoyed
you,
it.
man.
Best
Yeah,
of luck
thank
the
you.
rest of this year, yeah?
Thanks for having me.
We're
Yeah,
gonna play. We're gonna play in it next week, maybe.
yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get something
Monday,
sorted.
Tuesday.
Get something
I
sorted.
haven't had the invite yet.
Get a little
You're not
money game
invited.
sorted.
You're not invited. We're gonna play.
Yeah.
Fuck you then.
I'll invite you. Don't worry.
Stay tuned. If we're playing golf
Yeah.
next week, we're going to film it too, so stay tuned.